turn to pick.
Now on the Kez. You're still okay. Uh-oh, XXS has to be a bit careful there. Got hit by the parry. The Kazurai Katana also starting to stack up. And there's the net coming in from Tofu here. XXS actually blocked off by his own teammate shots. He's gonna fall. Mickey gets the first blood. And FY probably also gonna be dying here. I mean, even though you found Tofu, this is not worth it if you're XG. Top laner Boxy. He's gonna get gone on by the snowball as FY respawns immediately. They're gonna get something done with this. Gets a kill. So, XG might not have been doing very well down bottom. But speaking of the bottom lane, XXS is actually dropping very low. He just TP'd back to this lane and now he's dead again. Mickey gets himself a killing spree.
Things are looking dire for
Name. Oh. Uh-oh. Hit by the stun. The chain stuns are there coming in from Ace. They've got the Hex as well from Boxy. Nothing just gets popped full to 0. That's not good. Not only Liquid were having a good start for Mickey down bottom with the Cares, but they were also managed to kill off Army up top. Mickey trying to play it a bit carefully here. Oh my god, okay, well, that's probably going to be the Tusk falling, as up top they will lose the Phoenix. FY hit by the Blood Grenade, being ticked down by the Kazurai Katana as well. He will fall. And top lane, they lost the Phoenix too. So, multiple losses for XG across the map. 6 minutes in, Power Rune about to spawn. Nisha, a couple attempts with the Battle Fury that... alright, I don't think they were particularly great. As down bottom. Okay, well, that's a very dead Walrus. Mickey, gonna show him who's the superior animal. Or rather, the superior bird, I guess. I mean, FI should die there. Yeah, Kazurai Katana takes him out. XXS can't do much. Mickey, though, teaming towards the mid lane. They want to try and make a move, but nothing to say. This could be a bit risky. You don't have level 6. Excuse me, sorry, you didn't have the Raptor dance yet. Now it comes back up for Mickey, so nothing to say with the Arcade Room. Still standing strong. Has the wand still remaining. They're going to instead turn their attention over towards FI Nisha, dropping very low. Has to be careful. Mickey goes in though, and there is the Raptor dance coming through. It'll help them find nothing to say. They're even going to get the Phoenix, as X-Nova is going to fall, and now Army join into this party. Uh-oh, XG, one by one. They're going to crumble in the mid lane. XXS desperately looks to get away from this, but Mickey is not going to let him go. There's the net coming through as well, as now FY is like, should I save him or is that going to make me die as well? And he realized that if he goes for this, he's going to fall, but at least XXS gets the deny. So there's a silver lining here for XG.
If you're in the vicinity of Dire's top tower, I'd put on a hard hat.
Oh, nothing to say. Looks like he's going to be able to at least find Tofu here on the Naga Siren, so a little something going the way of XG, but they might just die for this one. There's nothing to say, dropping very low. XXS is coming through, desperately trying to get his level 6, but he's not going to be able to. Nisha moves forward, whips on the chains. That's huge. Now FY turning it around with the Blood Grenade, slows down the Ember. As nothing to say, dropping very low. One more Sleight of Fist chains would have done it, but nothing to say, gets away. Instead, they get to focus down the Walrus with the help of Boxy. F5 falls. And Mickey out of fall. A lot of pressure here from the Marcy. So he's looking to set up a kill once again. Army hit there by the Deluge. It's going to go in. Ace. Okay, that's the rebound coming through. Fire Spits to try and slow down the attack speed from the Marcy, but the damage is still a bit too much. And Army falls despite the attribute shift. And now Nisha rotates to the top. They'll also get X-Nova once again. The Phoenix just doesn't have level 6. So Liquid not giving XG any room on the map to play the game. Oh no, Army has to be careful here. Boxy could just line up that spike from the trees, but they start off with the Vessel. They play it to perfection. Nisha didn't want to take any chances. He's like, I've got the Vessel. We gotta find this kill anyway, Boxy. I would rather we secure it instead of trusting your gut. Sticking around in the area here, the Illusions are scouting out the fact that XG are playing in their triangle, and Liquid slowly but surely wrapping around. They spot out nothing to say first. They're gonna go for him. Arena's out, but it's doing diddly squat, as now Tofu's here with the help of the Song. They'll destroy the egg, take down the Phoenix first, take down the Leshrac first, and save the Mars and the Tusk for later. perfect Raptor dance from Mickey. Liquid play that team fight to perfection as XG just never stood a chance. I'm not too sure what that was. They popped the egg with the arena. The spirit kill to find. And up top, Army. Oh no, he's just gonna get found there, Boxy. There you go. Another stack of the finger. He's gonna slap some creep ass too while he... Oh, up top. Nothing to say. In some trouble as Nisha's gonna find him with the help of that amp damage rune. Well. Oh, and down bottom, FY. Spotted here by Boxy and Ace. They will bring down the Tusk. Between the two of them, they have more than enough damage. Ace with the sidekick, or rather the bodyguard. She shows us Boxy. How I feel about the Ioscadi here. It is decent because it... Oh, deals with the laser down bottom. Oh, Boxy once again on the Morphling's case. Just Spidey senses tingling. TP's bottom and finds him. How did he even see Army? Was he under a watcher? Maybe. Oh, Mickey up top. Manages to find the Phoenix as well. Where was he? Okay, mid lane. There you go. 5 seconds remaining on the Aegis as XG look to make a move. They will get Nisha on the Ember. That's something, but Liquid, they already took out your carry to post 5, so don't think they care all that much about the fact that they lost their Ember. Win a fight. Liquid, though, sitting in their own triangle. Ace looking to go forward and perhaps break the smoke. He's going to be spotted here. He's fairly tanky and hard to bring down. There's a Song of the Siren coming in, trying to reset the fight. Lotus give it over to Ace as well. He's back up to half HP. And Tofu just setting up for everyone to come in. There's Mickey with the Echo Slash egg drop, but it's too little too late. Spirit Vessel out onto Army. He pops the Manta style, but he actually gets bitch slapped by the Lion. He's dead. Now FY is going to fall. Mars is dead. The double G's get dropped. This one's over. Liquid with a very dominant game 1. Fire, nothing to say on Slaughter, so seems like overall XG, so Liquid's here. And now the big wraparound comes in from XG. Liquid are somewhat trapped. Instead, they're going to try and make a move here for Army, but he's got the Shikuchi level 1 call. But a huge crush comes in from nothing to say. Liquid have completely goofed, bungled this team fight. It is fucked with a capital F. They do get nothing to say at least, but Liquid are just going to get slaughtered here. Army, another Shikuchi coming up for him. Mickey does have the Aphotic Shield. Now Noah, or rather X-Noah, going in with the help of the Wisp, but... Abaddon's innate does prevent him from healing back up. Army gets himself a triple kill, and Nisha is one sad boy. He's just gonna die to the tower, so he can have a better start into the mid lane, but does give nothing to say some free time. 1k net worth lead. Mickey has to be a bit careful here. Oh my god, he is probably just dead here. Okay, FY with a little shredder. Doing a ton of damage. Always catches you off guard just how much damage the Snapfire does early on. Really healthy creatures. Eat grass as mid lane. Well, Nisha, he's gonna eat shit. Nothing to say. Once again, just demolishes him. Look at that huge creep wave. These two heroes are just as good as dead. Gonna be very hard for them to approach the wave as FY now going for the kill. Mickey in some trouble. They need one more spell. XXS with the shield crash will help them find the kill. Tofu's probably going to die here as well. Oh, a glancing shot actually from FY. So Tofu lives. And that's the other times your attacks only do 60% damage. That's what happened there. Up top though, should be able to find Ace on the axe. X-Nova with the level 2 enchant. Ace gonna be dead. Buys out his items before he falls as Army picks up the kill. And a creep wave dying on the tower as well. Farm XG are taking away from Liquid though. I mean, you need to kill these two, suppose. This is a bit too much. And Boxy, nice shot. Just block them off. FY turns it around though with the help of that little shredder. Cookie's out as well. Boxy dropping very low. He will die to the Warpine Raider. And FY's right click is now Tofu without the disruption in some trouble. Army trying to Gucci in and they'll find the Shadow Demon as well. XG clapping back for game number 1. This just might be over quickly. Nisha does get a regen rune, but he's out of remnants for the time being. Gets one. There you go. Mickey. In some trouble here. Does have the skill point ready to put in the borrow time if need be, and he might be forced to do so. It's nothing to say, gonna be very happy with what he achieves. Nisha comes in though with the help of the chains. They might find the Slather, but there's backup coming in for XG. XXS comes in on the bangle here. They get the kill onto Mickey, and now nothing to say. Very happy to give away his life if it means they get one more kill. Boxy! Can he get the kill? No, the crush hit the head. Nothing to say, it's gonna live. Nisha drops another remnant. There's a chains coming out. Rolling Thunder still at the ready. Finally, Ace comes in, picks up the kill on the Slather, but my god, XG, they're fighting so much more. They've taken out Nisha as well, and now Ace is going to be in some trouble. Just chain feed for Liquid in the bottom lane. They will lose the Shadow Demon. Now Ace in some trouble as well on the Axe. Mickey has a TP. He is TPing back into this one. Nisha doesn't have one though, but they've got some more backup arriving. Although FY with the Mortimer's Kisses does deal some decent damage over towards Ace, but it's all she wrote for XG down bottom. They lose the Snapfire in the end, they lose the Slather, but they get a lot more in turn. But get nothing for free is Nisha. Goodness gracious. Actually having a tough time farming neutrals because of the Corrosive Haze. He has to be careful here. He's just gonna... okay. He's not even 6 yet on the SD. Smokes out from XG. Ace gonna be the unfortunate victim. It's a nice disruption, but it's not gonna do much in the way of helping Ace survive. He will eventually fall. At least the Shadow Demon gets out, but almost ends up falling to the Weaver. 13 minutes and 20 seconds and already at his Wisdom Shrine, but they find the Ember once again. Turn my attention away for like 3 seconds and the Ember drops. Power of the Slather. Ideally, you would love to find Arme. Tofu does see the Weaver. They're going to try and make some sort of play with the help of the Disruption. There it is coming out with the help of the Call and the Blade Mail. Do they have the damage? Yes, they do. They stop the Cockroach, but the Axe will lose his life for it. Although Ace did pick up his Blink Dagger as a result. And nothing to say, will secure that kill. So a 1-for-1 exchange, but one that Liquid are happy with. Because now the Blink's on. XG, I hear a snowball coming in. It's from Boxy towards XXS, but he's fine. Here a crush coming through. It's nothing to save. Finding Nisha on the Ember. The Remnant's low to a crawl, but there's a beautiful 2-bad call coming in from Ace. Exno went in some trouble as well, but he will heal back up with the Wand and the Nature's Attendants. They can desperately try to find him. The Spirit Vessel's gonna slow down the healing by quite a bit, and it should be another dunk for Ace, but it's actually Tofu who gets the kill with the Shadow Poison. Ace now ends up finding the Snapfire as well, and FY in some trouble as XG overstay their welcome. No mana for the dunk, so Tofu's gonna take that kill. A double for the Shadow Demon. And up top, well, just when he thought that Liquid were starting to do really well, XG, they're gonna clap back. There's an Aphotic Shield coming in. Liquid bringing in the numbers here, but again, you're trying to fight it into a Desolator Weaver. This one's not gonna be easy. He's got the shard as well, so Army gets himself a double. Now XXS joins the fray, and Liquid, in the bat of an eye, they've lost 3. Halfway there. Mid lane though, Liquid making a move. It's towards X-Nova. The call was out, but again, FY with help of those Mortimer's Kisses will ensure that the Axe ends up falling. And the rest of Liquid on a run, nothing to say. We'll even find Boxy here. Mickey in some trouble as he gets chased by the Slather. Crush a bit off the mark, and that should be the end of that. Liquid make a move. XG were ready. Decides to show himself there. Trying to feign presence down bottom, and it's gonna work because Boxy, he got baited into taking the top creep wave and he falls. Fortunately for Liquid, that's all they're gonna lose, so... It's okay, Tofu. Gonna be found here on the Shadow Demon.
Right now, I don't like it.
Let's see, how much does the Crimson Guard even provide in terms of damage block? Okay, well, there is a fair amount of block. There's Mickey, well, he is getting popped in the mid lane. Corrosive Haze upon him. There's another Aphotic Shield coming through, but once again, reapplied by the Crush. Boxy will pay for his sins for trying to save the Abad, and he ends up dropping it. This time around, it is XG running at the side of Liquid. Liquid have no response whatsoever. But yeah, you're gonna do finally done for Nisha. See how much can accomplish with this item. Boxy gonna go in. Nothing to say actually, dropping very low. Ends up falling here with the Spirit Vessel as well as the Disseminate. This Liquid look to try and find more. XXS rolling on out. Should be okay here. Nisha desperately looking for someone that they will at least get FY on the Snapfire. So they get the two supports on the side of XG. But Liquid, do they want to stop here? They could pop a smoke. Side of XG. Then XXS, he's going straight for the Octarine core on the Pango. Nisha has to be a bit careful. Regen Rune coming through, but he does not have mana. The Diffusal Blade actually burns him. Disruption buying some time, but Tofu might pay a very hefty price for it, and so will Nisha. The Ember's gonna fall. Tofu somehow survives with the help of that Disseminate and the Aphotic Shield, but they do lose the Ember. Zame. Nisha has to be a bit careful here. XXS, he's going to go in with the Blink. Chainstun's coming through. Army. Although in the meantime was focusing down the Tusk. Uh-oh, the Weaver in some trouble, but there is once again the Pangolier with the Rolling Thunder. Now nothing to say, comes in with the Crush. This team fight is just over. Liquid need to scramble. Shadow Demon dies. The Crimson Guard does not enough. And Mickey, well, his bottle tank is going to be popped at the very least. Probably gonna die here. Blinks away though. How are they gonna make it in time? That's the big question. Boxy, okay. And Mickey, they're trying to find FY, but my god, XXS actually bumps them back up towards the high ground with that Rolling Thunder. And now Army is here for the cleanup. Mickey in some trouble. Clipped by the Swashbuckle that actually stuns him. He still gets to blink out though. Bottle time lasts long enough, but he is dropping slowly but surely. They will find the Abaddon as XG. They're going to punish Liquid for their sins. They were split up across the map. They thought maybe if they find someone on the periphery, they could buy time for the rest of the Liquid members to come through. But Milirak's going to be next in the mid. And Damage Rune 2 down bottom if the side of XGD would probably go for this. But Ace has actually gone in with the call. And once again, this was the power of the Satanic. He actually popped it before the call came through. So lives through the call. Full HP. No problem whatsoever for this Cockroach. He's hard to kill. And that's another set of frags going for the way of XG here. Liquid, resilient in spirit though at least. They're not going to give up this easy. Nisha's got the Aghanim Scepter. Buybacks coming through from the side of Liquid. They know it's now or never as the Ace will whiff the call and... well, that should be the end of that. Nisha still wants to go in though. Okay, Orchid out onto XXS, but the roll-up keeping him alive for now. There's nothing to say with the two-man crush. Mortimer's kisses flying through as well. Liquid in so much trouble. Mickey, borrow time popped. He will blink back out as Ace once again struggling to get anything done on the axe. Maybe he takes out X-Nova, but X-Nova gets away with the Sproink and now XXS finds him. GG's call. That's it. Good game. Well played. We are going to a game 3. Well, actually, it's gonna be hard for Slaughter to find that perfect angle. And up top, making a bit of a move out here for FY. They will be able to find the Pugnut. Tofu draws first blood. Liquid dodge out the stun coming in from rebound. Then it can be very hard for Marcy to do much. You can see why. You can just dispose, push the Bristleback back, then you can hit him from the front, and it makes it very awkward for XXS to retreat. Mickey getting some good right clicks off. Boxy actually takes the kill with the Brain Sap. Here for Nisha. Paltress flying out on the couriers. Up top, FY in some trouble. The dive comes through from the Liquid supports, and they get him, but they will be dropping to XXS. Boxy, in the meantime, trying to run away on the Bane. Should be able to. Actually, seeing if he can stick around here perhaps for the Wisdom Shrine, but nah, X-Nova gonna make that difficult. A Nightmare out by Boxy. It's actually gonna push X-Nova up to the cliff here. He doesn't have a TP for a while. Oh. Bristleback up top. In some trouble here. Gonna be found by Tofu. As FY also look like he's been fed to the wolves. Might some time with the decrep, but will fall eventually. Mickey gets the kill. Up top, okay, well, Disruptor was trying to more XP, or maybe 10 more XP to hit level 6. They are looking towards Mickey. Glimpse is gonna be there. There's the Echo Slam coming through as well from Nothing to Say, as we have some visual bugs here, but Mickey will eventually fall with the TP from Army. Things coming out towards the bottom lane. Army is a bit low. Did just pick up the shot. Nisha though completely whiffs on the crush. The Global Silence comes out. It's gonna cover Nisha for the time being, but the Glimpse back is there as the Global Silence times out, and now Nisha's just gonna fall liquid with a very big blunder down bottom. And now Ace has to be careful. There's another Glimpse coming back up for X-Nova in a couple of seconds. If they could maintain vision of Ace, they could find him, but Ace able to get away with the surge. 14, then another 10, bringing him up to 24, and that's gonna keep him above the Corrosive Haze threshold for the rest of the game. But up top, can't do much about this. Fiend's Grip out from the Bane. Glimpse comes, but it's a bit too late. Although, Nothing to Say going in with the Echo. They will at least get Boxy here, but Mickey's caught the BKB. Uh-oh, Nothing to Say. You didn't check Mickey's inventory before doing that one, and you pay the price. On this Slaughter. He's looking for FY here. He's got the crush, and he will find the Spugner. He creeps there along with the life drain. It's gonna buy him some time, but there's Ace. Quick whack here to cancel it out, and FY is dead. And a very good item to have this game, actually. I mean, you know, this is fairly typical of Terrorblade. You do pick up the Butterfly often, but this game in particular, you're playing against a Slaughter, so it's very good as, oh my god, okay, Silencer gets eviscerated. Mickey going in. Who does he take down? It's the Earthshakers. That's Nothing to Say for a while. Sander comes through from Army, but he's just taking an absolute cop smack. Well, he's just, his face is gonna be pulverized eventually as Mickey takes him down. Nightmare from Boxy actually controls up the Marcy as Slaughter comes back in for round number 2 after the Aegis. X-Nova with the Glimpse. Again, controlling up Mickey, but the damage is done. Liquid, they have won this fight of the Observer Ward here. So they go in with the initiation. Arme pops the Metamorphosis. BKB is out from Mickey, though no chance for the Sunder. Arme is going to be falling. Global Silence as well for good measure. They commit 2 BKBs in a Global Silence, but they get Arme. So Nisha is there to deal with this pressure in the top lane. But Mickey, in the meantime, just finds FY on the high ground. Goes in, and with the help of that ultimate, takes out the Pugna. BKB still had the ready for the Marcy. Oh my god! The Earthshaker tried going in for the Echo, but he got vacuumed back by the Darkseer. As a result, Mickey is going to be fine. Tofu taking quite a beating from the illusions, but it seems like XG are not going to be able to get much done, and that's Echo Slam on cooldown now. As Nisha, a smoke's gonna break. Okay, they're gonna spawn out XXS. Quick cancel the Peace Group courtesy of the Lotus. Nightmare now out on both the Bane and the Bristleback. As Nisha is desperately trying to find this BB, but I don't know if you're gonna be able to find XXS here. Nothing to Say comes in, drops the Fissure. Arme is not around though, so Liquid just kind of getting away with this. They instead end up finding the Disruptor, and that's gonna be Gem hitting the deck. Finally, Mickey goes in, decides to commit the ultimate. The Unleash is there. FY drops the Decrep on the Bristleback, so now he's going to get focused down in turn. Buyback coming in from the Disruptor. And Arme, he TP'd in, but Liquid, they're already out of here. 15 Kid Edwards lead now after that buyback. XG though, looking to smoke up. They've got the... It's okay. Let's start by trying to take out XXS. Arme gets the tower. Metamorphosis is committed though. Nisha in some trouble. The Chain Stuns are coming through. BKB is popped. There's the Gale Gun along with the pipe, but can Nisha actually survive? He does seem like he's getting away with it, but Mickey goes in. There's the Echo Slam trying to cover the Terrorblade. Mickey will pop the BKB, but he's taking quite a beating from the TV. He's gonna fall. Arme rips the Marcy to shreds, and now Nisha in some trouble once again, clipped by the Fissure. Whiskas Nasal Goo connects, slowing down the Slaughter, but he's got Guardian Sprint, so he's one speedy motherfucker, and he gets away. And that's the end of that. XG. Uh-oh, Boxy finds the grip onto Arme. Arme has the Aegis, but he's not going to get much done with it this time around. He drops the Sunder. Actually, with the Mantis Tide, maybe he can do something. Boxy now in some trouble as he loses half his HP. Crimson Guard comes through though, and Army's still dropping none. In the meantime, Mickey, he's onto the backline. He's taken out X-Nova, who's dead without buyback, gets the Pugna as well, and now XG are really in trouble. You might have the ace on the TV, but he's got no HP, no mana, so he's as good as dead, and Liquid are turning their attention towards the other important members on the side of XG, namely the offlaner. The Bristleback's gonna fall. Mickey very, very low on the Marcy, but Army, he's got another Sunder coming up in a couple of seconds. I heard an Echo Slam being committed. It's only for Boxy on the Bane though. Army will pop the Metamorphosis, hoping he could survive a little longer, but he could not. He gets fouled. An Ultra kill for Mickey. Liquid mopping up XG in the bottom lane. Oh, Mickey, he's looking towards Army in the mid lane. He's got himself the MKB, so they are going to be able to find him, but they instead go for the Disruptor first. Very quick Ghost to actually keeping X-Nova alive, but not long enough for it to make any difference as they get the Fiend's Grip out onto Army. He's dead. 75 seconds. No Terrorblade. 40 seconds. No Disruptor. The Bristleback is farming his up right now, but don't know if his is going to be up in time. FY is going to get his, though, fairly soon. As, not too sure what Liquid were doing. McKay was focusing on the tier 2 up top as XXS doing what a Bristleback does, but now with his back turned is a little bit easier to find. Boxy with the Nightmare as well controls up the Bristleback. Well, McKay, as the buyback statuses, seems like you've got multiple buybacks available on XG, but Liquid actually don't. So if XG can find an angle of initiation here, could be huge, but well, first, X-Nova, he's going to be taken out of the picture. There's nothing to say. Going in with the Echo Slam, but the global side is going to buy some time. Huge vacuum coming in from the docks here. Controls the Terrorblade and the Pugna and the Earthshaker, and now the entirety of XG just had to tuck tail and run. They try to disengage here, as now Mickey, okay, pops the Unleash, kills an illusion, gets the hell out. Okay. There's Boxy, okay, Tumbler's Toy along with the Fiend's Grip. There's the Bristleback being controlled, and now they've also found FY on the Pugna. Outwall Staff buying some time, but he hits the deck. No buyback on either two of them. And Liquid, they just might have done it. They might have taken this BO3. Oh, that is rough. Glimpse back out onto Nisha. Stunned up by the fissure. There is the Echo Slam coming through. They at least get the Snarl to start things off, and now Ace actually caught out in the Static Storm too. Mickey going in. It's interesting how Liquid are taking this fight. They're going in one after the other. Another vacuum coming in from Ace, but this time doesn't do all that much. But a Fiend's Grip out from Boxy that could be used. The Darkseer Illusion going at it, and it's going to be Tofu who gets the kill on DB. In the end, it's no buyback on the Terrorblade. What a play coming in from Boxy and Ace. And that should be game. Mickey pops the refresher up, comes back into the mix. Oh, I hear a Fiend's Grip. It's out onto the Bristleback. Nice vacuum out onto 3 with the global as well. Both the supports controlled up. They're dropping to the Iron Shell. It's going to be Ace who gets himself one of those kills. Buyback south though from the side of XG. Once again, you're going to have to beat the GG out of them. Bit low on buybacks here. Come on. Okay, actually I say that, but it's literally only Nisha doesn't have buyback as they find Tofu down bottom. Okay. Well, that's an opening. Literally 0 buybacks available for all of them. And Nisha looking for the opening. There's the Nullifier. They will find the Disruptor. No chance they can pop the Coast Scepter. It's Mickey. Peeks down the tier 4. Make creeps coming in. Super Siege creeps as well, so that tier 4 is in trouble. Uh-oh, the TVX up, no control by the Fiend's Grip. There's the Global Science coming through. Army is dead, and that's game. That just has to be game. The creeps will do the work. GG gets dropped, and Liquid